Now there's the place we want to see. Liara's office. Should be right upstairs.
Another difficult development for human expansion as the colony on Horizon has been attacked. The Council has suggested that the attacks are a tragic coincidence, likely the result of Batarian slave traders or isolated pirate attacks. Investors in prefabricated complexes are rejoicing, however, as the repair and rebuilding plans have spiked shares industry-wide.
Wow. That's a depressing way to look at it. Yay! We get to make more prefab buildings! This Horizon attack's great!
Hello, Commander Shepard. Liara will be pleased to see you.
You're Liara's assistant.
Yes, Liara relies upon me to acquire useful intelligence. I don't have her network of contacts, but I supply her with supplemental data. It's really an honor to work with her.
What's Liara's reputation here on Ilium?
She is greatly respected. In a few short years, she's amassed a sizable network of connections. She could have even more political power than she already wields if she weren't so focused on her personal goals. But I believe she should tell you about that, not me.
I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander.
Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have. I'll make it simple. Either you pay me, or I flay you alive. With my mind. Shepard! Nixeris, hold my calls. My sources said you were alive, but I never believed. It's very good to see you.
This is where things get a little awkward. Garrus and Liara are in the same room now. Also, yeah, this whole loose end. It's weird because the Liara relationship just falls on you in this game, in the first game. Like, it takes so little actual work to suddenly be like, oh, I guess we're sleeping with Liara now. Huh. But they follow through with it, which almost makes it weirder somehow. But, noteworthy thing there is she's taken a turn, hasn't she? In the entire first game, she was this bookish, quiet person that was really uncomfortable and awkward all the time. Now she's quoting her mother with, like, the same threats that her mother used the day we killed her. That's kind of horrifying.
You have sources now?
A few. Sources, contacts, even a little hired muscle. I've been working as an information broker. It's paid the bills since you... well, for the past 2 years. And now you're back, gunning for the collectors with Cerberus.
If you know that, then you know that I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. I'm sorry. I have commitments here, things I need to take care of.
What kind of things do you need to take care of? Are you in trouble?
No, no trouble. But it's been a long 2 years. I had things to do while you were gone. I have debts to repay. Listen, if you want to help, I need someone with hacking expertise. Someone I can trust. If you could disable security at key points around Ilium, you could get me information I need. That would help me a great deal.
What's this all about, Liara? Can't you just talk to me?
Don't you think I want to, Shepard? This isn't because I don't trust you. This is Ilium. Anything I say is probably being recorded.
Hacking a terminal sounds pretty easy. Why do you need me?
I don't know anyone else I can trust. Hacking the security node won't get you the data. It just creates a minor glitch in the system. You'll have a short time to find a local server left vulnerable by that glitch, and upload the data to my system. I'm leaving my own system vulnerable so that the data can be imported during that short time.
There's been some abrupt changes here. She's threatening somebody, then, oh, Shepard, kissy, kissy, kissy. Oh, I can't come with you, I have engagements. I'm saying on a hacking mission. It's so fast and so choppy. It's weird. And it's noteworthy only to me because of how ridiculously natural the flow is of every conversation with Garrus in this game. And even Morden, and a few other characters. Many characters are so weirdly naturally written, and some other characters are so choppy and disjointed and strange. And Liara often actually ranks highly in that. I think in all 3 games, actually. Well, I don't remember 3 very well. And a lot of characters are actually pretty well done in 3, so they might have found her footing by then. But yeah, Liara in the first 2 games, the conversations go all over the place. Just like how she talks about, like, in the first game she is talking about her trauma and like, oh man, we just barely made it back alive. I'm now going to give you a lecture on reproductive on how the Asari reproduce. And it's like, what is this conversation? The fact that we've had like 4 or 5 topics in only 30 seconds practically is like, whoa. Alright, let's do it.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
There's an Asari named Samara here on Ilium. Do you know where I could find her?
Samara? Yes. She arrived recently and registered with Tracking Officer Dara. You can find Dara at the transportation hub.
Why would Samara have to register with a tracking officer? Is she a criminal?
No. In fact, she's quite the opposite. Samara is a Justicar, one of an ancient sect of Asari warriors. Dara can tell you more.
I'm looking for Thane Krios. He's supposed to be here on Ilium.
The assassin? Yes. He arrived here a few days ago. My sources tell me he may be targeting a corporate executive, Nisana Dantius. He contacted a woman named Serena. Serena has an office in the cargo transfer levels. Perhaps she can tell you where Krios is.
That was all just off the top of your head?
I'm a very good information broker, Shepard. The world of intrigue isn't that different from a dig site. Except that the dead bodies still smell.
Thanks for the help. That's all I needed to know.
Of course. If there's anything else I can help you with, let me know.
How's your own work going?
Everyone needs information, Shepard. You want to know why I don't drop everything to join you? I need to get that data. It should be about friendship. Or trust. But that's not the way it works on Ilium. Let me know when you hack those terminals. Give me that, and I can talk to you.
If it'll help you, I'll take care of it.
When you hack one, a server will open somewhere nearby for a short time. You can download data from there, if you hurry. Thank you, Shepard. This may help me pay a great debt.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Liara perhaps feels like the closest thing Mass Effect has to like a Mary Sue type character, where whenever there's a new plot point for the character or a new development or anything really, she seems to be like a super multi-talented character that can just fall into anything and can just take care of anything and like bam, now I got this skill and I got this skill and I got this skill.
I need minimal heat increase and speed. I have extremely high performance requirements.
Certainly, sir.
Safe, too. I need a 100% safety guarantee of anything going onto my suit.
I love Volus so much. Oh, great. But yeah, I've heard people say that supposedly Liara is like some writer's favorite character, and I think that shows because she kind of gets everything. Like she's so super bookish and special, and oh my god, look how great she is. But then,
I'm gonna have that asshole arrested.
What's this?
Watch yourself if you go in there. Some human is causing trouble. He's demanding that I sign the place over to him. I'll be careful. Or you could kill him. You know, legally, in self-defense. I'd make a really good witness. Failing that, I'm hooking up security cameras now. If he or anybody else causes trouble, I'll have their asses arrested.
There's a human trying to steal her bar. That's weird. But yeah, like Liara's like, she's the super bookish, crazy, like, she's one of the sexual options, she's bisexual, she's, full into crazy, bookish related things like the archaeology, but then she's also a super soldier with crazy biotic powers. That's one of the most effective members of your squad in the first game. And then within 2 years, she's like one of the most influential information brokers on the entire planet. And you're like, what? But how did she get that skill? And it's been 2 years? And then, yeah, it gets iffy over the course of the series. She just changes roles weirdly fast.
So then he says,
Oh, it's okay. Our amino acids are all different, so it's not like we can get diseases or anything if we go natural.
I'm telling you, this is why you shouldn't date humans.
So then I had to explain about cross-species fluid contact. Completely killed the mood.
Not to mention that you're a Quarian. How could he be so insensitive?
Gonna have to grab this real quick. To Galana Lemay, shipping routes into the Terminus systems. Don't worry, our contact is a Batarian gentleman named Anto. He's one of the Ariatlok's flunkies, but we're keeping his palms well greased, and he should offer us safe passage to the systems. As long as we stay beneath Arya's notice, we should be fine. Sincerely, Valeria. That's part 2 of Ish's packages. So I've realized where I am in this bar. I'm just gonna run back and forth a few times, because there's a couple of ongoing conversations here that are kind of glorious.
You deserve somebody who respects you. Somebody who's going to treat you right.
Oh, I think I'm just going to stop dating for a while.
No, don't do that. Don't let some human spoil you.
It's always the same thing. Ooh, she could get sick. She's vulnerable. I wonder what she looks like under the helmet.
You'll find someone out there who cares about you for who you are. Someone whose food you can eat.
I still don't see why we're here. Solarians do not get married. My family simply negotiated a reproduction contract.
Whatever. It's the closest you guys get to a wedding, and that means you get a bachelor party. End of story.
I don't understand. Humans celebrate wedding contracts by tempting infidelity? That makes no sense.
Calm down, man. Don't embarrass me in front of the stripper.
What do Turians do? Do Turians do this too?
I'm just here for the drinks.
If you're hurting for things to do, maybe after work we could catch a vid or something.
Oh, that's sweet. But I'm okay. A little dry spell isn't gonna kill me.
We could watch Fleet and Flotilla. It got awards for its portrayal of Turian and Quarian relationships.
Anyway, if worst comes to worst, I did have the nerve stimulation program built into my suit.
And I hear that the love scenes are... what?
Oh yeah. Standard equipment for any responsible adult. Oh, here. Let me fire it up. Excuse me, human. Private conversation. Ugh.
A little space, please.
Very subtle, this guy. No! He's like, your boyfriend's off. That guy's awful. He's terrible for you. But maybe other people are great for you. Maybe people who can eat the same kind of food as you. Let's talk about this. Let's watch this Quarian Turian movie. I'm like, really subtle, man. Really subtle.
You said that bachelor parties are for very close friends. We're just co-workers.
We've been co-workers for 5 years, though. Aren't Solarian years like dog years?
Okay, now that's offensive. I appreciate the gesture, but my people don't even have sex drives the way humans do.
Uh-huh. Take a look at that, man. Everybody likes the Asari. Everybody.
But we actually reproduce by... My word. She is very limber. I can appreciate her dancing in an aesthetic manner, but I don't have feelings of... She is a lovely shade of blue.
Okay, that makes my legs hurt just watching it. And my knees are meant to bend that way.
This isn't as bad as I'd feared. It's actually... Is it warm in here?
Okay, you see that bit there?
The little divot in her abdomen?
It's called a belly button. Humans and Asari have them, and you're gonna be doing shots out of it later tonight.
That can't be sanitary.
Not the point, man.
I can understand why I might find Asari attractive, but how can they be attractive to humans too? They look just like Solarians.
What? They look exactly like us. I'm not seeing the Solarian thing at all. At all.
You're both wrong. Asari look just like blue Turians. Look at the head fringe.
Wait, you don't think they're like mind controlling us to see them as attractive, do you?
Please be quiet. You're going to ruin Asari for me. And there aren't many Turian women on Ilium.
Well, I suppose watching just one more dance wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit.
As long as I'm not paying for the drinks.
I still don't see why we're here.
I love that. I love that. It's like, are they mind controlling us to think they're attractive? Because everyone universally reacts the same way.
Excuse me, I'm waiting for someone.
Well, she's gonna come up later, isn't she? Named voiced character sitting in the corner suspiciously that I can't talk to yet. But I know somebody would have spotted this on the top of the screen earlier. and is probably really curious. Conrad Werner, nice to meet you.
Out on me? I'm a man on the edge. I got nothing to lose. I'll do anything to get the job done. I'll go all the way without a second thought.
So Conrad Werner, much like Garrus, is another character that has some element of mirroring Shepard, but while Garrus is going through almost the exact same journey as you, but in your shadow, Conrad's delusional and inept and just wants to be you and goes way too far at it. Unfortunately, they mishandled this quest line between the 3 games, and the issue here is that you can resolve... You meet with him 3 times in Mass Effect 1, or you can at least, and when you meet him for the third time, you either use a Paragon option where you send him home to his wife, and you're like, just, you know, making a responsible argument about how he needs to just sort of change his ways and how he's behaving. Or you can point a gun in his face to scare him off. That's the Renegade option. And then you intimidate him, and you're just sick of him, and you're trying to get rid of him. Is basically how the Renegade options go across the way for that entire quest line. The problem is there's a glitch in how the game imports your save into this game, so no matter what you did in the first game, this game always thinks that you pointed a gun at him to scare him off. So even if you're the most Paragon character ever, he talks about how you pointed a gun in his face, and like how he learned from you, and that's why he's so hardcore and on the edge, because he's overcompensating for your own behavior. But if you didn't do that action, then it doesn't make sense, because that's not what happened.
You want to see how far I'll go? I learned how to shove a gun in people's faces from Commander Shepard?
Hey, if you know this idiot, can you rein him in before I slap his ass with a singularity?
Shepard? Is it really you? It's me, Conrad Werner. We met on the Citadel. I wanted to become a Spectre. And then you shoved a gun in my face. You showed me what it meant to be truly extreme. I learned that lesson well. So you're alive, huh? I hear it goes like that in the biz. Why don't you sit back and watch how it's done? I got some asses to kick.
Conrad, why are you acting like me?
What, are you crazy? I'm nothing like you. I'm not a Spectre working for the Council. I'm on my own, backed only by my wits and my nerves. No rules, no laws, just whatever it takes to get the job done. I'm not like you at all.
Conrad, do you have any actual combat training?
I'm saving the galaxy, Shepard. I don't have time for training. Don't you get it? You were a big jerk, but you saved the galaxy and showed other races that humans mattered. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
How'd you get that armor?
Oh, they make some pretty convincing replicas these days, if you're willing to pay. Getting the whole getup was pretty expensive, but my wife was really supportive. She even paid for my shuttle fare off-world.
So you just wander the galaxy righting wrongs?
Hey, don't say it like that. I talk to people, you know? Ask them if they have big problems that only I can solve. You'd be surprised how many people are just waiting for someone to talk to them. Sometimes I poke through crates, too. You know, for extra credits.
I love the parody here. They're kind of mocking the core gameplay loop here, where you talk to random people constantly, and they're all weirdly open to just having long conversations with you sometime. And then he admits that he just runs around stealing stuff too, which is exactly like core RPG gameplay, is run around and just grab stuff out of everything. But also a distressing lack of self-awareness here, where his wife paid for him to get off the planet, and he's not taking that as a bad sign.
Any decent security system will detect that you aren't in the military, much less part of my squad.
I just say that I'm deep cover and don't appear on systems. I'm doing the best I can, okay? You were a hero. You saved the galaxy and showed everyone what humanity could do. And then you died. The galaxy needed someone like you, Shepard. We all did. I had to do something.
Why were you trying to get the deed to this place?
This place is actually a front for a red sand dealer. I need to take it over to crack the ring.
What? Who the hell told you that?
The owner of that weapons store near the carport. She's an undercover cop. She told me about it when I introduced myself.
Listen, crap for brains. First, we don't sell red sand. Second, red sand is legal on Ilium, you just need a license.
I'll talk to this undercover cop and figure out what's going on.
Thank you. If I kill annoying customers, it usually causes property damage. That comes out of my pay.
Just let me know if you need any help, Shepard.
I like how this Asari very much counters the traditional Asari character you see throughout all these games. Like, she both has a different facial structure and a different tone of voice and just a general different, like, way of talking than a lot of them do, which is kind of nice, because it adds variety to it. Because as we've been over with the whole, like, that thing that they kind of wave away a little bit with the whole genetic similarities thing, like, on a basic level, members of the same race tend to be practically the same character sometimes in this game, in the whole trilogy. So having an Asari that just stands out massively from the other Asari, that's kind of a neat touch.
Do you have anything flashier? I want something that says, I own this room. I own you.
I'll see what we can do, sir.
Oh man, taking me back to retail. I don't really want to think about that. Some customers can be the strangest things to interact with at times. You never know what you're gonna get.
Listen, I know the data is vital to the Kurosa family. The Son of Dantius didn't give us time to pack. I'm lucky I got out at all, for mercenaries were starting to shoot. If she lets us back in, I'll get it, I promise. If not, well, we'll just have to hope.
The Son of Dantius, that's the name we've heard already.
Excuse me, I'm on an important call.
We're not having a talk with him, though, apparently. Yes, I like to point at trees. What's going on down here? A lot of passive characters. Mostly recolored Asari everywhere. There's a very Asari-heavy planet, as discussed before. Serena. That would be... not the Conrad Werner one. Is that... yes, that's for Thane. The transport hub is for the Justicar. And there's the security nodes. I'm gonna ignore the security nodes thing for a moment. Let's focus for now on Conrad Werner. Then I'll probably talk to Serena. Oh, what was that waypoint for? Nope. Every now and then something only pops up on top of the screen for half a second, and I'm like, what was it? What was that?
Trust me, the goods coming in from the Terminus systems are great for business.
I don't know. Some of them seem dangerous.
That's the whole point. Danger means more contract work for us.
Okay, never mind. If I'm gonna just walk right by one, I might as well just do it. At first I was gonna avoid them because I thought they were related to the Shadow Broker quest, which I'm trying to put off for now. But that was a separate dialogue option, so they're probably not related at all. I think this was just here when at launch. I'm probably gonna do the Shadow Broker quest right as the last thing I do before the Reaper IFF. Just gonna wait for as long as possible before doing that one.
I haven't had any luck yet.
Shiala?
She insists it was legal. I don't know. I'm going to call in a favor and have a friend present the contract.
I swear that's a familiar name. There we go. Got one. There's a lot of people around here.
Welcome to Baria Frontiers. Our sales kiosk is over there.
Oh, star charts. Oh, neat. Those cost nothing. And should add... I believe those... I think star charts flat out add new places you can explore to the overall map, which is important, potentially, if you're trying to find good places to scavenge resources. I'll come around to these various characters later. I just want to make sure I grab the hack thing real quick. But let's look for... There's a weapons merchant.
Can I help you with something?
I talked to an old friend, Conrad Werner. You told him that the Eternity Lounge was selling red sand.
Oh, you're Conrad's friend. Yes, that place is really dangerous. I should know. I'm an undercover cop. Did you get me the deed to the bar? I need the deed to, stop the red sand dealers.
Pay attention, lady. Unlike Conrad, I actually know how to use a gun.
Wait! This whole place is under video surveillance. You can't shoot me?
I don't give a Vorch's ass about your security cameras. Conrad Werner is an idiot, but he doesn't deserve to be manipulated like that. You're gonna make it up to him.
Okay, I'll go tell him the truth.
No. You're gonna tell Conrad that he did a great job, and then you're gonna leave. That's all. Are we clear?
Yes, we're clear. Look, I'm even putting you in for a discount at the kiosk, okay? I'll do that. Talk to Werner and I'm gone, I swear.
Ooh, discounts. I want to point out, by the way, how inept Conrad was. He goes up to the bar and he gives up his source. He's like, that one girl at the arms dealer, she's an undercover cop. I'm like, why would you tell that to the red sand dealer? Why would you say that? You're betraying your source. That's how you get people killed if this was real, which it isn't, because as they pointed out, not only do they not sell red sand, but red sand's not even illegal here. It's illegal a lot of places. I feel like red sand's not something that's expanded on very much in the franchise, but in the books it comes up a little bit more, but it's more or less a drug. And it's usually illegal in most places, but this is Ilium. It's totally legal here. So the entire premise of what he's doing is completely moot.
If this is the best you have, I'll make do. But you're certain the neural stimulators are compatible with both my suit and Asari physiology?
Absolutely. In fact, I use this model at home, sir.
Oh. Do you?
Too much information. You know, I didn't really take this to be the episode that was going to have multiple references to vaginal stimulation suits, but it is.
The weapons merchant said that we took care of the red sand dealers. I guess I really helped.
You did a good job, Conrad. Now that I'm back, though, how about if you go back to your old life?
Can do. Thanks for not being too mad. It's really good to have you back.
I really can't believe he listened, honestly. I would never have expected him to actually just leave. But he did. We'll see.
Thanks for taking care of that crazy guy. Saves me having to beat him to death with his own spine. That makes the other customers nervous. Anyway, this is Eternity, and I'm Athena, Asari matriarch and bartender. Get you anything?
You're an Asari matriarch? I thought matriarchs served as honored advisors.
Right. Which I do here at this bar. I know, not what you'd expect. But nobody on Thessia wanted to listen to my wise counsel, so here I am. Dad was a Krogan who fought in the Rachni Wars. My mother fought in the Krogan rebellions. I've pretty much seen it all.
Your mother fought in the Krogan rebellions?
I don't know whether she fought. She scouted, sniped a few people, and blew up a couple of space stations. You know, commando stuff. She'd put the old commando leathers on for special nights with Dad. Goddess, that was embarrassing.
If your mother fought in the rebellions and your father was a Krogan, didn't that cause tension?
They didn't meet until a few hundred years after the Turians put the boot in with the damn genophage. As far as either one knew, they were both just warriors. Dad boasted. Mom stayed quiet. Mom was a matriarch herself. Dad was near on 1,000 when the truth came out.
What happened when he found out?
I was about 100, shaking my ass in some sleazy bar. They got me on the link. Told me that they were gonna have it out, and made me promise to love whichever one survived. Turned out to be damn easy, since neither one did. Family, huh? What a kick in the quad.
Wow. Found out they fought in wars that kind of opposed each other. Well, one of them fought a war that kind of opposed how the other one's entire race in a way, and they killed each other. That's a hell of a thing to throw your daughter through. Also interesting, this is like one of the only Asari matriarchs we've really ever had a chance to meet, really.
You said your father fought in the Rachni Wars?
Yeah, when he was young. Loved showing off his war scars. Krogan think they're sexy. Me, I go for asses. When I was a girl, he'd tell me about landing on this poison-filled world and stomping a Rachni queen into muck. Scientists say all that stuff about us getting genetic material from the father is crap. Seems like I got a bit of his mouth, though.
So this is what a Krogan Asari looks like. Or acts like, at the very least. Interesting. It's hard to imagine how the hell long-lived people work in the first place. Like, they were ancient. Absolutely ancient. The Krogan was 1,000 years old? and they felt the need to murder each other over these kinds of histories when they found out. Like, there's a surprise, huh? Like, that's I don't know. You kind of assume that with age some kind of reasoning would come, or maybe they'd be able to process that kind of stuff in a different way, but maybe some wounds are just too old and too big.
Why is a matriarch in a bar serving drinks?
It's better than what most other matriarchs are doing. Look at that screw-up with Saren and his Geth a few years back. Their ships were hanging bare-assed in space when Saren started shooting. If not for you humans, we would have bought it right there. And I warned him. Told people on Thessia what was coming, and they didn't want to hear it.
What didn't they want to hear?
That art and philosophy and political prowess wasn't gonna cut it. We can't go a single Asari lifetime without some big war breaking out. We need to get our daughters working earlier, not spending their wild maiden years stripping or in merc bands. When I started talking about making new mass relays ourselves, they laughed the blue off my ass. So now, I serve drinks.
What's it like living for nearly 1,000 years?
Violent. Wars break out. Colonies get destroyed. Sometimes you hear good news, like that colony on Pharaoh surviving. That's the exception, though. You find peace in whatever arms will hold you. Turian, Elcor, Hanar. Even had a pureblood daughter. I was the father. Didn't work out. And one day you wake up, your figure's gotten matriarchal, and everyone else is too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits.
And everyone's too young to remember how the Quarians looked inside those suits. And there's a Quarian right there, of course. Wow, so she's... yeah, I guess that makes sense. Historically, that the matriarchs are so old that they saw Quarians when they had their own planet back in the day. That's crazy.
Thanks for telling me about that.
That's what I'm here for, babe. Get you anything else?
I'd like something to drink.
Sure. I'll set up a tab at the drink kiosk. Knock yourself out. Literally, if you want. Just don't drink anything for Turians or Quarians. Does nasty things to your insides. Once saw Krogan drink a liquefied Turian on a dare 6 or 7 centuries back. Nobody came out of that one looking pretty.
Just tell me about yourself leading me right back to the same tree again?
What's it like being an Asari matriarch?
Pretty much like being anything else. My parents had it more interesting than I did.
Thanks for telling me about that.
Right. Don't eat the nuts in the Red Bowls. They're for Turians and Quarians. You'll get cramps.
Very clear division between who can eat what around here. Oh, you buy drinks here. Shot of liquor, glass of wine, the mystery drink. Whatever it is rumored to come from the deepest reaches of the Traverse, distilled on a shadowy, nameless planet with specifically adapted vorcha. Let's do it. I'm gonna die now. And fall. Nope. Oh, just the camera. Whoa. Hold on to your livers, which may or may be plural. Whoa. That's a strong visual effect. Alright, let's go. I can make it. Just gotta steer. Just gotta steer.
Let's do it.
Excellent. So the total comes to 116,420 credits.
Oh, of course. I just need to make a call. I should, check the warranty first.
Loser.
Oh, okay. We'll delve into that back door where the weapons merchant was a bit later, but let's talk to Serena first before we continue on too much.
Serena?
Who wants to know?
Name's Shepard. Liara Tassoni said you might have information on Thane Krios.
Tana, cover for me. Over here. Yeah, I know who Thane Krios is. I might have passed him some information, but I didn't hire him. What do you want to know?
Maybe you could help me find him.
I can tell you, but you won't stop him. When he contacted me, I checked up on him. The man never gives up on a job. I ran security for Nasana Dantius. Then I found out she was having people killed to cover up her dirty secrets. She fired me when I confronted her. Her loss. I might have been good enough to stop Thane from taking her down.
If you work there, you must have an idea what his opposition will be.
Eclipse mercs. High-tech killer. Undisciplined, but very well equipped. They don't much care who they kill, as long as they're paid for it. Thane has quite a reception waiting for him. I told him all I knew. He didn't seem worried.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was a representative on the Citadel a few years ago.
Right. She had me kill her sister, the slaver.
I thought that was just a rumor. Well, you know what she's capable of then. She has even more power here in Nos Astra. She uses it to keep her friends in check, and her enemies dead.
So where do I find Thane?
The Dantius Towers, penthouse level of Tower 1. There's a second tower, still under construction. If Thane is smart, he'll go in from there.
It doesn't sound like Nasana is just gonna let me in.
She's as smart as she is paranoid. No one's getting in or out of there without a fight. I can get you in, but you'll only get one shot. You'd better be ready.
You're just offering your help. No strings attached?
You're going to look for Thane. Nasana's mercenaries will try to stop you. At the least, you'll distract her guards. Take a little fire, give Thane a clear shot. I didn't hire him to kill Nasana, but I won't shed any tears when she gets what's coming to her.
Do you know anything else about Thane?
Not much. He did say that he's not doing the hit for money. Nobody hired him. I wanted to know who I was helping, and he said he's doing this job on his own. That he had to restore the balance of his life. I don't know. Maybe he's crazy. If he takes down Nasana, I don't care why he does it.
Let's go then.
Good. I'm tired of this crap. We'll go tonight as soon as the shift workers clear out of Tower 2.
I had the same thought process as Shepard. Like, why is that name familiar? Oh, that scumbag from the Presidium. She was in the diplomacy building and with all the diplomats, and she was she sent me to kill her own sister on one of those prefab repeating environments where we had to kill a bunch of mercs. Then we found out that there was some underhanded things going on the whole time, and she's like, tough shit, I got you. And I'm like, well, maybe not. Maybe not so tough shit. Maybe I'm about to take you down now, huh? Think about that. Shepard. That's the wrong SMG. No, it is the right SMG, right? The Locust? Yeah. Just gotta double check because the game's been changing my SMG on me, and it's not been making me happy. No idea which shotgun's better, honestly.
The towers are heavily guarded, and you'll find more resistance closer to the penthouse. So, this assassin, you planning to stop him?
I'm just here to make sure he survives.
There they are, the Dantius Towers. You'll have to get up to the second tower and cross the bridge to the penthouse. Her mercs will fight you every step, but it's your best chance.
Why don't we just save time and take the shuttle up?
She's got mercs with rockets just waiting for you to try. You get maybe halfway up before they shot you down. Besides, your assassin won't go in that way. Best to go in low.
Any last-minute tips about the towers?
The Eclipse mercs will be well fortified by now, and they won't want to disappoint Nasana. There's no automated defenses or traps, just focus on anything moving.
Alright, let's do this.
Hold on. Don't linger too long. They'll be here to greet you soon enough. Good luck, Shepard.
Robo-dogs! We just landed here and immediately everything's going to hell. Alright. Yeah, you turn on your ammo type. Let's turn on the drone, I think.
You got it.
Oh, that's a piece of glass. Oh, it turns around to fight the drone. Convenient for me. Gives me an opening.
Understood.
Oh, she's mind controlling. Oh, they're shooting each other. They're shooting each other and the drone. Just total chaos. Probably a good time to have Liara around, huh? All right. Yeah, I'll be able to take down Nasana. She's one of those really frustrating characters in the first game where you're like, you can't do anything about it, but she needs to be stopped. We just got here, and immediately multiple Solarians being shot down. That's a nasty note to start things on. I assume this is not the right way to go. Oh, it is the right way to go. Interesting. So what's over here? Just the med kit? Something in the blue. There we go. Blue in the middle. The striped one. Looking for blue, orange stripes. There we go. Orange on top. Got it. Oh, there's one right there too. Gotcha. Anything cool around here? No. Not the moment. Alright. So we're going after someone named Thane, who apparently is they seem to be an assassin for hire, but it seems like they weren't hired this time. They're just doing it on moral grounds? Can't say I'd argue. What do you got here?
He's still alive.
I can't feel my legs. My chest is killing me.
Who did this to you? And why?
We're just night workers. Nasana sent them after us. She sent the mechs to round us up, but we didn't hear. They just started shooting.
They just attacked you?
Yes. They were too slow. It was horrible. Everyone screaming. The mechs said there was no time. Nasana wanted us out of the way. Immediately. Then... the dogs...
He's not going to make it if we don't help him.
Here. That should ease the pain and keep you alive until help arrives.
Thank you. That helps.
Take your time.
I think I'm better. Find the other workers. Help them.
I need to get up to the penthouse. Any suggestions?
Take the service elevator to the upper floors. The bridge between the towers isn't finished, but if you're careful, watch out for the mercs. They're everywhere.
Any idea how many mercs Nasana's got?
A lot. Dozens of them are wandering around here all day. You'll find more the further up you go.
Why would Nasana kill her own workers?
To her, we're expendable. But I didn't realize she was that ruthless. My friends, co-workers, slaughtered. They were jumping off ledges to escape the dogs.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Let's get moving.
Trying to figure out the function of robo-dogs exactly. That's weird, right? That they made robo-dogs? Seems like a strange creation on some level. So how much longer before we just run out of Blue Sun mercs to kill? Right? We've killed so many of them at this point. It's starting to get... At some point, if nothing else, you'd expect that maybe the... Oh, that one's probably mind-controlled, isn't it? Kinda hard to tell. Oh, the dog's mind-controlled, I think. Huh. Bye. Nope, there's another dog coming around. Those are weird. Why do they exist? I can understand it from a gameplay perspective. Having something that charges you mixes up the gameplay. There's basically two core. There's basically three enemies in Mass Effect. There's foot soldiers that slowly approach you while shooting at you, and then there's melee enemies that charge you, and then there's the heavies, some sort of big bulky thing that has a lot of defense and usually some kind of variation of super weapon. Those are pretty much the three types of weapons. So the dogs are, from a game design perspective, are a very obvious attempt to create a charging unit in the within the robot population because it doesn't fit otherwise. So I understand why it's in the game. I'm just trying to imagine what the hell the purpose they serve from a moment to moment thing. Like they're weird. They're a weird creation. Like I'm trying to think about the in-universe reason they exist is like a little harder to figure out compared to the reason why they exist in a video game. Oopsie. That was a pretty bad miss. Ooh, explosives. Aww. I don't think anyone was in range of that attack. Get that guy real quick. You doing alright? Yes, she's fine. I heard a weird scream. I didn't know if it was a merc or her. I wonder what my overall kill count is for each of the gangs at this point. Obviously a lot of blue suns and the red guys. I'm shooting at the one thing that's on my team. I'm so used to them being enemies. Whoops. Obviously we've killed a lot of the reds and killed a lot of the blues. The other group was more about illegal trade and stuff like that, so I think they're less likely to be seen in these settings, potentially. Hi there. Just taking your armor off real quick. Oh no, I wanted to hit the... oh, whatever. I was trying to shock the mech. He's making his way around, maybe. That's weird. That's weird behavior for the AI, by the way. Sometimes the dogs will stay off in the distance and strafe back and forth. I'm like, you're not gonna out-strafe bullets. You're too slow. The only reasonable thing for their AI to do is probably just to charge, really, not to do anything else, because nothing else is going to be effective. Oh, wow. The drone's kind of great. It's really, really disruptive. Like, just actively a problem for them. Yeah, so I'm starting to wonder what my overall kill count is for each gang. Partly because I'm like, at some point it almost starts to make sense for the story if like the gangs themselves started hunting us down in space. Kind of like how the collectors clearly... oh, whoa, I evaded it, cool. Like the collectors hunted us down at the beginning of the game and shot us down. And I don't expect the gangs to be as capable as at that, because we have a super ship, and the collectors have a super ship, basically. But the idea that the gangs would just be actively hunting us would start to make sense at some point, because we are actively a problem for them. We have wiped out hundreds of their people. The question is whether or not they can identify us, because we do tend to kill everybody. So the question is whether or not anyone even knows that this large series of failed Blue Sun missions are all because of Commander Shepard.
We'll go get him. You go. Get your ass in there, and Nathana's not paying you to stand around.
Danger, danger, danger. You are surprisingly capable of just shooting these guys in the head when they're in cover, which is funny because it highlights how much danger we're in. There's all those, because we always have our head out of cover, but it is, as far as I understand, it's impossible to shoot me when I'm like this. Like, you can clearly see my head past the cover. Like, I'm like, half or more of my head is often visible past it. But I think that when you're in cover, you're literally impervious to damage from that direction. Like, people can flank you, sure. But your head's not shootable, yet surprisingly, your enemy heads are. That was a weird animation. Take out his barrier. There we go. That was the wrong attack to use. I gotta stop using Garrus's anti-shield attack on humans. Whoops. You find someone over here? You find someone? Yeah, you did. Oh, crap. Gotcha. Here we go. I'm trying to remember whether or not the Blue Suns show up in the next game or not, because on some level it would be funny to find out that the Blue Suns just aren't in the next game because you wiped out so many of them that they don't have a functioning gang anymore. It'd be absurd, but it would actually make sense, even if it is weird to think of like, yeah, approximately 3 people wiped out the entire gang. I mean, functionally that's what's happening in the story. I don't know how many members they have, though. Definitely a lot, like more so than almost any other gang in all of fiction, practically. No cover for you. Haha. Nope. No barrier for you. Ow. Rude. Gotcha. Tag, you're it. Everyone else is nice and far away, so I'm gonna get my armor back up. Distraction drone, go! The drones last a surprisingly long time, and they actively draw fire, and they explode. It's really useful. Did I get that guy? I think I did. I think it homed in on him around everything. Oh, well, that was a delayed input. Whoops. Whoopsie. Nope, I don't even need them at this point. I wish I could find more places to stash them, because there's all these story moments where a spare meta gel saves somebody's life. They're like Phoenix Downs, except you get to use them in the story, which is neat. Ah, crap! I can't get past that. I was gonna slide back over that, but I don't think I can. I don't know if I can get over that. It looks way too big for that. Distraction drone, go. Can I change shoulders? I don't think I can. There's moments like this where I'd love to be able to see, switch what side the camera's on. That would come in handy right around now. Hey, stop that. Sorry. Oh, we'll get to you in just a second. Yeah, a lot of third-person shooters let you click like the right stick or something to change which side of the screen your character's on. And this is a case where I'm inching around the corner, so it'd be good to be able to switch so I could see better. Admittedly, partly because that also affects your ability to get hit versus your ability to shoot them. Because during Overlord, we went over how the aiming system in this game kind of gives you an unfair advantage or a massive disadvantage based on whether you're going left or right around a corner. Because your physical character is where they're standing, and that's your hitbox for getting shot. But the middle of the screen is your hitbox for shooting people. So if you get the middle of the screen around a corner while your character's not around a corner, you're invincible to getting shot, but you can shoot a ton of people. So going right around a corner is dangerous, and going left around a corner is super safe. Gotcha. What are you guys hiding in here? Oh.
Please, don't kill us. We'll go. Hey, look. They're not Eclipse. You're here to help us, right?
I don't know if I'm more troubled by the idea that I immediately drew a gun on them, or the idea that I wasn't already having the gun drawn. She had to slowly draw her gun and wait for it to unfold. I'm like, what were you doing a second ago? I know she was hacking, but why fold your gun back up? That seems like a super dangerous move. I guess maybe both of them were covering the door. That probably makes it a bit more sense. I guess the right answer is sort of. I'm not really there. I'm here because of somebody else, but I will help.
It's okay to come out. Have you seen anyone suspicious who isn't a merc?
Well, whoever sealed us in here. When he found us, I thought we were dead, but he just closed the door and locked us in.
Locked you in? Sounds like our assassin was trying to keep them safe.
Assassin? Here for Nasana, I bet. She's got it coming. You treat people like this, it always comes back to bite you in the ass.
Been meaning to comment on this for a while. There's something going on with the I almost want to say Turian. I mean, the Solarian clothes. They always have a shoulder-to-shoulder arch going in front of their chest. I wonder if it's some sort of support structure or something. They seem to have a weird sort of hunchback where where their shoulders are like both going forward compared to their chest, and there's like a weird. It's like if they were laying down, their chest would be cup-shaped or something. And they always, a lot of their costumes have a solid arch from going from shoulder to shoulder directly in front of them. I'm wondering if that's clothing that's designed to support them or something like that.
I need to get to Nasana's penthouse. What's the quickest way?
Cargo elevator is the only way up right now.
They're still working up top. Watch your step. Some of the walls aren't in, and it's a long way down.
Cold, too. I hate working up there.
Nasana's not exactly your favorite person?
She's a hard woman to work for.
That's an understatement. She works us long hours, no overtime, and this is what you get in payment.
She's unpleasant, to say the least.
Why not just quit?
We would if we could.
What's stopping you?
Our contract. We're stuck until the job's done. Quitting for any reason can be hazardous to your health.
We hear that anyone who leaves early tends to disappear. Probably just a rumor.
But who wants to find out for sure?
Did you see the one who locked you in? Do you know where he might have gone?
He's no Solarian, I can tell you that. But I've no idea where he went. Sorry.
If he's after Nasana, he'll be heading to the upper levels.
How many workers were in the tower? Are there many more of you?
Not alive. We were lucky.
Well, some got out before the dogs were sent in. Maybe a few are hiding somewhere.
I wouldn't stay here too long. It should be safe down on the lower floors.
I was just thinking the same thing. Let's go, everybody!
Thank you. And tell your assassin to aim for her head. 'Cause she doesn't have a heart.
Get moving!
That seems noteworthy, right? People are so quick to identify the race of various characters when they encounter them. Nobody is saying the assassin's race. That's getting weird at some point. How many people we've talked to about this assassin without anybody just acknowledging what he looks like in any way. Ooh, new sniper rifle. The suggestion seems to be that his race could be something important, and maybe even something that people don't know if nobody's ever acknowledging it. Like, that guy's way of describing Thane was that he's not a Solarian. That's about as vague as it gets, but the vagueness kind of adds detail. Because if it was just, if this was a clue in a tabletop game or something, it'd be like, oh, okay, that's one thing on a huge web of things to slightly narrow it down. He's not a Solarian. But in life, that's a weird clue, unless the whole point is that you don't know what else to say besides, he's not a Solarian.
We're a little exposed out here, especially if anyone's in that elevator.
Let's go over here.
Should find some cover. Have a pleasant day.
Here we go. Crap. There's less cover than I meant for there to be. Hi there. Oh. We got this. Is that a Krogan? That is a Krogan, I think. That's some super armor right there. That's like up there with the stuff I gave. Oh, almost there. His armor's up there with what I gave Rex at the end of last game. Double tech explosion. Oop. Dodged it.
I'll take the shot.
Oh, crap. Did it when she was behind cover on accident. Working on her. There we go. Now you've got an annoying drone to deal with. Okay, so cover wasn't that big of a deal, just had to get far away. You are a Krogan, right? Yeah, you're a big old Krogan. Oh, yep. Look at that crazy... It's like a fist skull on its arm, on his shoulder. That's a sight.
I haven't heard from teams 4 or 5. Don't worry, my team's always ready to go. I don't know where he is. Not yet. Don't worry about it. We don't need any reinforcements. I'll take care of it. It's under control. I'll go down there myself.
Turn around very slowly.
Damn it.
Have you seen the assassin?
Why are you looking for him? You're not one of Nasana's mercs. Who are you?
You got 2 ways down, express or coach. Your choice.
Look, pal. Even if I knew where he was, I wouldn't tell you.
Not the answer I was looking for.
I've got nothing more to say to you. If you shoot me...
How about goodbye?
Harsh. I guess he had it coming.
I mean, we are literally shooting them all. All of them. Every single one. It's waves and a wave of Eclipse mercs. It's really weird to have a sudden conscience about one specific one midway through. It's like, oh, we got a drop attack. Use your advantage. This storage disk holds a list of genetic information for the Corrosa family. Keep that on file, huh? Okay. What do we got here? Oh, big, huge combat room. Interesting. By the way, I said blues earlier. That I for some reason I associate the word eclipse with blue. I don't know if there's a blue eclipse something in some other game. Nah, that's my mistake. Eclipse is the yellow team. Whoops. Just acknowledging that real quick.
You got it.
Oh, he fell on his face. I love it. There's something really funny about the ragdolling robots. Gotcha. Gotcha. Who else do we have here? Oh, this guy. I'll pull him out of cover. Ow. Alright. I'll take a seat for a moment, if you really want me to. Oh, he took cover. Dang it. Any more mechs? Nope. Nobody to target with my abilities. Or the double overload, I mean. Gotcha. Oh, hi there. I got just the thing for you. Oh, why did I do that? I hit her with 2 overloads and she never had a shield. Whoops. I fought so many things that are vulnerable to overload over the course of this game that I keep pressing it without thinking at this point. It's becoming a reflex. Sounds like we're getting close and she's getting desperate. Why'd that explode? Why did that explode?
Answer me, damn it! It's about time! What's going on down there?
I'm afraid your men aren't able to respond, Nasana.
Oh, guess she doesn't recognize my voice, or she's not reacting to it specifically, at least. What's in here? More people I can rescue?
Are you guys all right in here?
Get back! Get back! I'll shoot!
Relax. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will. I said get back! I'll do it! Please, don't make me do it.
You really think you'll get a shot off before my team puts a hole in your skull?
I don't know. Stay back.
If I wanted you dead, you'd be lying in a pool of blood. Now give me the gun.
Okay. I don't feel so...
Talon! He's my brother. I just want to see if he's all right. Are you the ones who shot the merc?
I've shot a lot of mercs today, but I can't take credit for him.
Then who did?
You tell me. What happened?
The merc found us and shouted at us to move. We panicked, and he shouted more. I thought he was going to kill us, then his head just exploded. Talon picked up the merc's gun, but we were too afraid to leave. Then you showed up.
A perfect headshot with no collateral damage. Very impressive.
How safe is that bridge out there?
The bridge is stable, but the wind's your real problem. If it doesn't throw you off, the mercs will definitely try. There's a lot of them out there.
I'm looking for someone. Probably the guy who killed this merc.
Talon thought he saw someone following us, but he's been a bit on edge. I haven't seen anyone but the mercs.
Is the bridge the only way to the penthouse in the other tower?
From here, yeah. It won't be easy. Mercs are patrolling the other side. Whatever Nasana's hiding from must be pretty scary.
There are still mercs up here. You should get to the lower levels.
No need to convince me. Talon, come on, get up.
Can we go home now?
Yeah, we're getting out of here. Thank you.
Where's my Paragon? Really? No Paragon points. Really? Can't help but notice that I'm saving a bunch of people's... Oh, yeah, right, never mind. Sorry, had to snap back to reality for a moment there. Every now and then I make the mistake of judging things by KOTOR standards instead of Mass Effect standards. You know, Sith versus Jedi. 'Cause I'm doing a good thing, but I'm doing it in an abrasive way. Which means Renegade points. Because the whole point of Mass Effect is that Shepard's ultimately trying to do stuff for the greater good, no matter what. That's part of your character. That's the confines of the role-playing. So the way I handled I handled the situation in a Renegade's way, even though saving their lives feels like a Paragon thing. Yeah. Although, yeah, the points are kind of confusing and weird. I actually kind of look forward to the next game. One of the details I have recently heard about Mass Effect... Ow! About Mass Effect Andromeda is apparently they're getting rid of Paragon and Renegade. That's probably for the best. Aha, it's mind-controlled. Blow it up. Oh, there's another one? Oh, I thought he was the last person to fight, so I was kind of putting an end to it. They're apparently getting rid of Paragon and Renegade points in Mass Effect Andromeda, which makes sense. It's the same thing they did for Dragon Age Inquisition. I don't think I could be wrong, but I don't remember it being in Dragon Age or Dragon Age 2 either. Did it? Was it? Crap, now I'm trying to remember. That was really a Mass Effect thing, wasn't it? Mass Effect and KOTOR. But I find that generally BioWare games work better when they're not trying to grade you. Because it should be all about tough decisions and picking one side or another, or all these different conundrums. But grading you simplifies the process, because the game's basically telling you what's right and what's wrong. One thing that comes to mind is that it was either KOTOR or KOTOR 2 had a part where you get quizzed on a computer about, like, what's the right way to handle this incredibly dangerous situation, or here's a super morally gray thing with no right answer. But then the game gives you a right answer, because it grades your response, and it gives you Sith points or Jedi points based on which one you chose. I'm like, oh, you kind of deflated the situation by telling me which answer was the right one, as far as morality goes in your game. So having the points go away entirely is actually something I kind of look forward to, because the decisions are why I'm here, not the point total you get from them. Hey there. Bye. Ow, by the way. Well, this is probably the right time for one of these. Ow. You guys doing alright? Oh. I think that hurt. There we go. You're the only guy left. I prefer instead the way that Telltale games and Until Dawn handle it, which is that those games are having decisions, but they don't judge you by saying one answer was right or wrong, because oftentimes the whole point of the question is to not have a right or wrong answer, but instead just give you the option to roleplay and do one thing or the other. And oftentimes the fact that the game doesn't give you a right or wrong answer acknowledges how hard it can be to actually come up with what may or may not be moral or immoral, and so on and so forth. Instead, those games just tell you what percentage of players made the same decision as you, and what percentage of players didn't do that. That's in the Telltale games, that's in Life is Strange, and it's in Until Dawn. At least those are all the games that I played on this channel that do that kind of thing. And I think that's a good touch. I like that stuff.
What's this?
A new SMG gun damage. Neat. Neato. There's one. It's always been a weird thing trying to systemize morality. Because it's the truth resists simplicity territory. Like, it's hard to grade this stuff. It's right up there with trying to take a bunch of U.S. presidents and trying to rank them all numerically and try to figure out which ones were more, which presidents got more morality points. You know, this is another good time for this gun actually. Let's get my armor back up. There we go.
I'll tear you apart.
Distraction drone. Like, nothing like a conversation about which presidents are the best and which ones are the worst. That'll get you into a real big confusing conversation about about what the hell morals are. And frankly, you often make decisions in a lot of these BioWare games that are way more severe than a lot of those people would. Especially including stuff like Arrival, and how many people I basically killed with the press of a button. It's like, so there's something weirdly callous about, for example, maybe trying to come up with how many Renegade or Paragon points the 300,000 dead Batarians is worth. It starts to get really weird really fast when you try to systemize these things, which they did, but I don't know if it fully worked. The concept's cool. I love the idea of going from the KOTOR system of good versus evil and switching it over to morally gray stuff within the scope of being a good guy, because that's more interesting. Systemizing your good and evil points was, I don't know. In their old games, it was simultaneously easier and more pointless. It was very easy to tell you whether or not actions were good or evil in KOTOR, because it was literally Jedi Sith dichotomy between like murdering babies and saving orphanages. Were basically your moral choices in those games, which also made it kind of pointless. It was easier to come up with point totals for it, but also like if you were leaning one way or the other, it was really obvious. There was no need to try to keep track of that stuff. There we go.
Engaging hostiles.
What would be kind of interesting is if a game that, I don't know, it might be a little weird, but it would be kind of interesting if there was a game that judged you over the course of the entire game, but didn't actually say anything about it until the game is over. That'd be interesting, because then the game is doing this itemized description of your actions throughout the entire game, but it's not constantly reminding you. And if it's not constantly reminding you, then it's not influencing your decisions, because the mere act of showing you a Paragon or Renegade meter influences your actions in favor of usually going one way or another on that said meter. People constantly talk about pure Paragon and pure Renegade playthroughs of Mass Effect, and that's because the game tells you all the time how you're doing at those two things, which incentivizes you to constantly think about those and try to keep your perfect record. Or even in some of these games cases, like the first game, get a certain amount of Paragon or Renegade so that you can actually get certain skills. There we go. It's a thing that's in games like Infamous and, I want to say Prototype, but definitely Infamous was a really severe case of morality systemization where you make good and bad decisions and then you literally get good and evil superpowers, like good lightning and bad lightning powers, and that was like a weird way to handle that, because that incentivizes your players not role-playing and not making decisions, but instead choosing at the beginning of the game to be good or evil, then making the same good or evil decision the entire game for the entire campaign. And to an extent, the good and evil systems of KOTOR and Mass Effect incentivize the same behavior. But instead, it'd be interesting if there was no moral judgment throughout the game, and then at the very end, I mean, moral judgment from party members, but not from systems or anything. Then at the end of the game, maybe there's a comeuppance of some kind, like some sort of trial on the actions you performed via the entire game. Something like the kind of thing that Tyranny promised and kind of did, but mostly kind of didn't do, because you couldn't make proper decisions in that game, so the trial was pointless. But a game that was full of decisions that trials you at the end, which I'm sure probably exists already, but like that's a cool way of handling morals.
Shepard, but you're dead.
I got better.
And now you're here to kill me.
Maybe I just missed you.
Screw you, Shepard.
Charming as ever.
I'm sure you find this all very ironic. First you take care of my sister, and now you're here for me. Well, you made it this far. Now what?
I wouldn't waste time hunting you down, Nisana.
What do you call this? You've practically destroyed my towers.
I wasn't looking for you.
What the hell are you talking about? Is it credits? Is that what you want? Just tell me your price. We can make this problem go away.
All the credits in the world won't make this problem go away, Nasana.
Who the hell gave you the right to play God? I may not be perfect, but look at you. We both kill people for money. What's the difference?
You've brought this on yourself. I wouldn't stop it even if I could.
What do you mean? Of course you can stop it. Just don't... What? I heard something. Damn it. Check the other entrances. You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who?
Impressive. You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Well then, now we know why nobody acknowledged what race this guy was, because our species, actually, I keep saying race, which is incorrect in this context. We know why nobody knows what species this guy was, because what is that? We're probably getting close to 45 hours into the Mass Effect franchise now, and that's a new sight.
I was hoping to talk to you.
I apologize, but prayers for the wicked must not be forsaken.
She certainly was wicked.
Not for her, for me. The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
How'd you know I was coming at all?
I didn't. Not until you marched in the front door and started shooting. Nasana had become paranoid. You saw the strength of her guard force. She believed one of her sisters would kill her. You were a valuable distraction.
Let's cut to the chase. I need you for a mission.
Indeed.
You're familiar with the Collectors?
By reputation.
They're abducting entire human colonies. Freedom's Progress was their handiwork.
I see.
We're going after them.
Attacking the Collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
They tell me it's a suicide mission. I intend to prove them wrong.
A suicide mission. Yes, a suicide mission will do nicely. I'm dying. Low survival odds don't concern me. The abduction of your colonists does.
You're dying? Are you contagious? How long do you have?
If you're interested, we can discuss it on your ship. The problem isn't contagious, and it won't affect my work.
Not to look a gift assassin in the mouth, but why are human colonists a concern to you?
They're innocent, yes? Like all victims of the Collectors. The universe is a dark place. I'm trying to make it brighter before I die. Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that. I will work for you, Shepard. No charge.
Hey, another level up. Viper sniper rifle, SMG upgrades, lots of money. Not bad. Alright, Thane Krios, the assassin looking to do some good before he dies. A somewhat easy recruitment, but I'm not going to complain. Frankly, I'm just happy to see Nasana taken care of after the first game. I wonder if they planned for that. I wonder if she was inserted in the first game specifically for this to happen, or if they think that far ahead.
I've heard impressive stories, Krios. Sounds like you'll be an asset to the team. That is, if you're comfortable having an assassin watch your back.
I've accepted a contract. My arm is Shepard's.
Uh-huh. Don't know about you, but I'm loyal to more than my next paycheck.
Obviously he is too. He's doing this mission gratis. What's your concern?
I don't like mercenaries. An assassin is just a precise mercenary.
An assassin is a weapon. A weapon doesn't choose to kill. The one who wields it does. Where shall I put my things? I'd prefer someplace dry if anything is available.
The area near the life support plant on the crew deck tends to be slightly more arid than the rest of the ship.
Ah, an AI. My thanks.
He seems quite civil.
We need all the help we can get. He's not what I expected in an assassin. He may surprise you.
Yeah, and he may not.
Jacob, you don't like mercs? You're a little late to complain about that one. Zaid's been here for like the majority of the game now. We got him almost immediately. What, episode 4? Something like that? Long time ago, at the very least. How did Thane know that she's an AI? How do you do... Yeah, I'm trying to think about that. How would you know that she's an AI? Because it's just the distinction between... He asked for a location that's dry, and she's like, this place is dry. She's like, an AI. This is far too sophisticated for any VI to possibly handle.